What's up everybody, it's Greg, and today we're going to talk about how to pick the perfect vessel for your candle business. Choosing the right vessel is a crucial step in the candle making process, and because you can't make a candle without having a vessel, it's usually one of the first purchases made, and because of that, has the least amount of thought put into it. So hopefully this video will give you some things to think about before your next vessel purchase. Choosing a style that matches your brand is super important. Your candle vessel is a direct reflection of your brand's identity, so when choosing a vessel, make sure it resonates with your brand's aesthetic. Whether it's rustic or luxury, your vessel should tell a story that aligns with your company's theme. If you're more about luxury and elegance, you're going to be looking for higher-end glass design. If your brand is more about relaxation, then maybe cement and ceramic might be good options for you. And mason jars and tins are always a good option for that rustic look. But remember, your product's end price has to be factored in. You're probably not going to get $20 or $30 for a candle that's in a mason jar or a tin, whereas some of the higher end candles that use designer vessels can go for like $50 or $60, and some even reaching into the hundreds, like that Buddha candle behind me. So it all depends on your company's goals and direction. Another thing you're going to want to factor in is wax color. If you're using dye in your candles, you might want to go with a clear glass. That way the eye-catching colors can be more easily seen. And if you're using white wax, a more colorful option in your vessel might be a good choice. But remember, when choosing a colorful style, you want to make sure your supplier has lots of colors to choose from. Especially if you're color coding your scents, meaning your apple has a green vessel and your plum has a purple vessel. The more colors available, the more scent options you can add and still have a cohesive line. Now let's talk about size. When it comes to vessel size, there are a few things to consider. When first starting out in candle making, a smaller option is probably going to be your best bet. Not only is it easier on your pockets, but it speeds up the learning curve during testing. You'll quickly be able to figure out which fragrances you like and what wicks work well with your vessel, saving you tons of time and tons of money. I suggest a 6 to 8 ounce candle in the beginning. Anything bigger than that can get costly and time consuming, when the goal is really learning and speed. Testing takes a lot of money, so the quicker it's done, the faster you can turn a profit. Some larger vessels in the 12 to 14 ounce range can take about 100 hours to properly test. And at one 4-hour test burn per day, it could take you close to a month just to test one recipe. And don't get me started on switching wicks and cure times, because that just restarts the clock. I'll have separate videos on those subjects, so don't forget to subscribe, as I'll be breaking down all the important parts of the candle industry. Also, you're going to want to consider where your candle will be used. A small candle is good for a cozy corner, a home office, or a bathroom, but it's probably not going to fill up a large living room or an open area kitchen. For larger rooms, you're going to want a wider vessel with probably 2 or 3 wicks. The next thing we're going to talk about is shipping. Shipping is a big deal, especially for online businesses. Shipping costs can literally make or break you, so weight should definitely be factored in. Now, if you're selling locally, you have a little bit more flexibility with weight, and you can start adding options like ceramic or cement vessels, which add a little bit extra charm. Your product just feels a little bit more valuable. Think about pens. You have a cheap pen and an expensive pen. They both do the same thing, but one just feels a little bit more valuable just by the weight. But if shipping is a main part of your sales strategy, i.e. online sales, you're going to want to think lightweight. Tins and smaller glass vessels that won't skyrocket your shipping costs are going to be a good choice. This way your customers can get their candles without that shipping sticker shock, because you don't want them paying more in shipping than the actual product. Remember, a happy customer is a repeat customer. So choosing the perfect vessel involves matching your brand style, considering the size that fits your customer's space, and shipping costs. I hope you found these tips helpful. If you did, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more candle making content.